Former Port Personnel Services Administrator Francine Rocho believes the port not only failed to timely serve her with the final notice of adverse action, but failed to provide her proper notice of what violations she allegedly committed. According to the final adverse action, Rocho is accused of violating port personnel rules and regulations that include the actual or attempted theft of government or port property, disobedience to constituted authorities, or deliberate refusal to carry out any proper order, insubordination, falsification or concealment of material facts in connection with an official record, and covering up or attempting to conceal defective work, removing or destroying the same without permission. The action was imposed on Rocho and 5 of her co-workers: Personnel Specialist Francis Areola, Port Corporate Services Manager Vivian Leon, Port Marketing Administrator Bernadette Stern-Meno, Controller Jose Jojo Guevara, and Program Coordinator Josette Havalosa. The 6 allegedly all played a role in getting Meno what the Port Board described as illegal benefits that included unauthorized leave and an extended trip to Hawaii for surgery. In September of 2011, Meno reported that she slipped and fell in the port bathroom, but records reflect that she didn't receive medical attention until months after the fall, and then received fully paid work injury leave and would have traveled off island for back surgery. The port worked with a physician identified in documents as Dr. Hayashida, who Rocho described as, quote, our very own personal surgeon at the port. Meno had been scheduled to go to Hawaii to undergo the surgery in October of last year. But a few days before Meno was set to leave off island, her $70,000+ travel request and authorization was red flagged at Adelup after the governor's chief of staff, Frank Areola, questioned the high amount. $66,000 was for medical costs, while another $10,000 was for Meno's airfare, which included first-class travel as per a recommendation from her surgeon, and airfare for an escort as well as per diem. Meno's attorney Curtis Vandeveld confirmed with KUAM that Meno was set to receive 3 times the normal per diem rate, but says his client played no role in how much she was to receive. Management contends the 6 employees conspired to commit theft, fraud, and to cover up their actions to attain workers' compensation benefits illegally. You see, the problem is Meno had received fully paid work injury leave, but the Workmen's Compensation Commission had never certified that Meno's injury had been job-related. Rocho, in her appeal to the Civil Service Commission, contends she never signed off on Meno's travel request and authorization as she was off island at the time. Additionally, Rocho contends that all the information for all workers' compensation travel was initiated by the port's safety administrator, Frank Roberto, who was not terminated. In fact, Rocho contends that it was Roberto who was derelict in his duties for failing to obtain certification from the Workers' Compensation Commission, although he allegedly claimed he had received oral authorization years ago to approve such matters. It was also Roberto who allegedly told others to extend Meno's travel from 10 to 15 days. Rocho denies she had any role in approving Meno's fully paid work injury leave and contends management has failed to establish and justify any of the purported violations that were noted as reasons for her termination.